But we still need one more guy.
We're live. Hello everybody and welcome back to Formula Virtual Racing. Enzo King is late to join the lobby, but we are getting going. We're back in Mexico. We never left, but if you haven't been with us, just a quick lobby restart to get us on our way. Because what better and what suits better than Codemasters than a lobby restart? Brendan, how are you doing? I know I asked you this 2 minutes ago, but how are you doing?
Well, I was doing a bit better before Codemasters decided that some people just would not be they decided to quali ban them for nothing.
That's true. Bit like our FER stewards. That's what that is.
Which you are a part of.
Which you are a part of too. Yes. We are getting going now, folks. So it wasn't too long a wait.
You the foot there.
I did. Very true. But it's another small rendition of the Evan and Brendan podcast. But we are ready to go. We're readying up for this race. Now, it's going to be an interesting one. We discussed some things in terms of strategy, but in case you weren't here, Brendan, it is a two-stop, as we were saying. And another thing you were saying about, I believe, the push laps, was it? About that it is always flat out around here. Loading the lobby now. There's a nice photo of the Foresol baseball stadium that is in Mexico. Of course, that used to be a baseball stadium, but they put a track through it, and I have to say it is one of my favourite parts about this Mexican GP circuit. It is stunning. It is fan-dabby-dozy, as some people would say. But we are back in qualifying. Of course, we had the restart in the middle of qualifying, so there wasn't that much. We still don't have too big of pacing, as in we don't have that much of idea of what people's pace will be like. Pole lap will be like a 1:39. Thank you, Ramazan, for tuning into the stream, and I believe it will be about that. Brendan, do you have any indication or any guesses to what the pole lap would be?
Paul, don't really know. Well, I might have known if, let's say, Qualius and FVRE, if I didn't end up in a wall, as multiple others did, as well, mind you, as if it was say look at the Irish, but there wasn't much there.
No, it's kind of bad luck of the Irish, as some would say. But you still got a good result. I believe you finished 5th, was it?
Yeah, and if I didn't fall asleep for a couple of laps, I might have been able to get you as well.
Nah, we don't talk about my pace last night. But anyways, pace we do talk about is of the FER drivers. They are selecting their setups, and there comes a Ferrari shooting out of pit lane. A lot of cars firing out of pit lane, a lot of early laps, one of them being Borbune, who we are now managing to somehow go on board with in the pit lane, despite that not normally being a thing. Well, here he is, exiting the pit lane. Borbune, he's had a very under the weather sort of season, but still a potential for some good results. The pace has improved, and the pace has jumped up a bit in recent races. But who would be a standout in the recent races for you?
Oh, see, we saw it's a case of where the championship lead, it went, Legend got up to 37, but then he had some not great races. Obviously Monaco was bad, but he returned recently and had a very comfortable race victory. Or well, not really, or well no, it wasn't really comfortable, but he had, see now he managed to beat Tyler in a straight fight. I'd say Tyler's actually done very well in his appearances. Like, yes, if he had been a main driver this season, there's every chance he could have been in this championship fight.
Very true. He's
because he's been scoring podiums and that whenever he has been racing. Nearly.
Yeah, he has been doing well. He joined Alfa Romeo to pick up an underwhelming season, and now we will get ready for qualifying. Brendan, do you want to pick someone to go on board with a lap? You have a very big choice heading through the forest.
Oh God, was it?
Would Aaron McFall be a good bet? He is. We were on board with him in the original, so will we go for him?
We'll go with him.
Oh, big slide of the rear, but here is Brendan and Aaron McFall. So,
heading down the main straight. It's very long, and obviously you'd be wanting to get that straight line speed, even with the heavy downforce you put on. So Balloon to turn 2, 1 and 2 and 3 nearly. So point to just pick your line, don't invalidate. He hasn't done that. Now see, well obviously he has a lot of downforce, but he's still got Monza levels of straight line speed. And now into the second of the chicanes, at the end of sector 1 and sector 2. Once again, point to get the exit here, and then through the double apex right-hander. Get on the power once again, and it's now about being on the limit, but not over. And just keep your line. It's looking well enough for Aaron. He will get a lap in on the mediums this time. If he can handle sector 3. Yep, he doesn't invalidate like in the previous session. And let's see through the stadium section here. He is true, and this will be a lap of Dr. Dromo Hermanos Rodriguez.
And it was a good lap from Aaron McFall, and just let himself in second on the mediums. That's Lewis McWilliam, who shoots himself up to the top of the standings, back in the Williams, back in the series, and he is hungry for more success. That is Lloyd Glennon going 5th, beating current championship leader Legend Rosenberg. I know it's 2 different tyre compounds, but we will leave it there. We'll get the tyre compounds up for you very quickly. Those are them. Aaron McFall, that was a very good lap to spot himself 3rd, beating his teammate on a harder compounded tyre. The mediums do seem good around here, though they don't seem to be as slower as some other tracks. Tyler Davison gets across the line. It was an invalid lap. He backed off. Felix Schumacher, he was very fast in Spain, but had an incident. He'll be very quick today. He absolutely adores this circuit. Really, really nice circuit. And one retiree from qualifying is Adrian Teisch, already out of the session. Didn't even notice that one.
Not great for the North American drivers in either session today.
Oh, who is that off? I believe that's just one of the Williams. Is just slow. They have both set their laps. As that is someone shooting up. That's Luke Davis. He has put himself up to 3rd and beaten his teammate.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it hasn't been great for the North American drivers. You'd think they'd probably be feel somewhat at home, given that this would be one of the few tracks where they'd be in this similar time zone. Obviously,
Felix Schumacher, and that is only good enough for 3rd. It really goes to show that was a fantastic lap from Jack Redmond and Lewis McWilliam. Felix, very, very quick around here, but I know he can improve
Yuri
on that 14.7. Yuri Wessels has gone 3rd for the McLaren. Really nice lap from him in the McLaren team. Did not make his debut in the McLaren last week. This is his debut race for them. That's Tyler Davison, who has slotted himself in 6th on a set of the mediums, the fastest medium runner so far. Brady Pollock finding himself in the pit lane. Kieran Spears backing off to start a lap. Enzo King was back to some decent form in Spain. He's hoping to continue that in Mexico. Into the middle sector. It's a purple sector 1 for the Austrian born.
Keep in mind though, see, usually it's either sector 1 or sector 2 that's just glitched for purple.
It's normally sector 2, but well, we'll give Enzo the confidence boost. He's purple and 1 into the S section. We'll run on board with the Mercedes. It's around and out of qualifying. We said he picked up a bit of form. The form's all gone. It is a crash and out of qualifying for one of the Mercedes. The other Mercedes is not out on track, but that is Enzo King out of qualifying. Disappointing for him. That Mercedes is destroyed and stranded at the side of the road. We go on board with Kieran Spears and the Alpine behind him, I believe. No, that's Aaron McFall, who is on an outlap. Bill Nowick also on a lap, beating Porpune early on, so that'll be a battle between them two developing. Of course, we've seen some great battles down the other. One notable one, Clyde Lennon versus Enzo King, was definitely a notable one down the years. Here comes Kieran Spears into the middle sector. That's where we've seen Enzo make his mistake, ran along that curb. It can chuck you off it just as easy as it puts you on it. That was neat and tidy from the Briton. There's a tyre there. That is where I would believe that Adrian Teisch had his incident. He's on a set of the mediums, is Kieran Spears, heading through the Forest Hall Baseball Stadium. Around the final corner, having a bit of a snatch of the rear. And across the line goes the Briton. It's only 13th. One man on an outlap now is the World Series Online Juan Antonio Hernandez Rodriguez Herrera Villas Dryas Moya Hernandez. He is currently 16th spot and on a set of the softs. I'm proud of me for getting all of that out, Brendan.
I'll have to try. I'll need to just get
You'll have to have a try here. I'll send you the photo I took of the championship standings to get that ready. But I'm gonna send that to him after that. I'm proud of that one. That was that's impressive from my standards. But yes, one, of course, you may notice a new PSN he has signed for the World Online Series Academy.
Or isn't it World Series Online?
World Series Online, apologies. See, it's a Spanish team, so the words are a little bit jumbled.
So, we have the World Series Online Academy. Driver of her 16 Rod, also known as Juan Antonio Hernandez Rodriguez Herrera Filas Daras Moya Hernandez, starting a lap here of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Oh, that's a mouthful. As Legend
Rosenberg has gone on pole position.
Order has been restored, it seems. We can Juan upset that order? Well, not with an oversteer like that. And as he keeps going through into sector 1, into sector 2, obviously, we have to note he is not using lines, so no assist for Juan here, and this circuit doesn't exactly provide you with much assist either, as it doesn't take much to invalidate here or get a track penalty in races. That is almost a stacking Mercedes losing at the curve, but they have been caught by track limits.
Mercedes struggling a little bit here. There's McWilliam getting ready to go on another lap. 8 minutes 40 left in qualifying. He's starting a lap down the main straight. It is a very, very difficult one. We'll get the tyres off your screen. Almost everyone on the soft compound tyres now. The medium is just good for a banker. Jack Redmond said he was on for a 14.3 and spun at the last corner. Oh no, that's unlucky.
CMC. We have 15 laps in already, and I assume we'll get some more in from like Juan and Brady and Kyle once they get a chance to set one.
There's McWilliam, very fast through the middle sector. Legend Rosenberg will not really like this man in the different colours, and it's invalid, unfortunately. But we were saying Legend Rosenberg would not like this man in different colours. Him of anyone will know how fast this man really is, and now he's not in the green Aston Martin, the British Racing green Aston Martin. He is in a blue Williams. Jack Redmond on an outlap. Yuri Wessels down into turn 1. McLaren also looking good so far this session.
He's coming across the line. I believe that will put him on his time around is a P10-11. Is Juan's time registered for you or?
Juan's time is not registered for me. I believe it might have been invalid. Juan's time is not registered for me. That is Yuri backing off on his qualifying lap. On my register after. Oh, Bill Nowick really butchering the track limits there. Liam Huisman is purple in 1, but I don't know if I believe that or not. He might be. He did a lot of practice for it. That's invalidated for him, unfortunately. Kieran Spears on a lap now on the set of softs. His medium lap wasn't the greatest. Into the second sector now. We'll see what he can do. 5 minutes and 58 left in qualifying. In the middle sector, a lot of drivers having struggled here, and he is one of them. That's valid for him. Borbune is on a lap now. So is Tyler Davison. Tyler Davison not. He actually has gone third on the grid. Brady Pollock is right up there in the mixer. Brady, he's one of these drivers who some days he'll be great, Some days he won't be.
Yeah, like one day he could put it on the second row, but then the other he could have maybe a couple of spins and end up out with a point.
Yeah, he's right up there. P number 4. That's definitely challenging. Aaron McFall is pushing it through the middle sector, and invalid again. They're all invalidating on that first curb. They are really struggling.
You could probably take a precaution maybe, and then really push on the exit maybe if it's a little more forgiving. This is probably about trying to
Legend purple in 2.
Without going over.
Yellow flag there. That is Aaron McFall waiting, just allowing Legend through. He's running a little bit wide through that penultimate corner, round the final corner, struggling to pick up the traction, but Legend Luxembourg, oh, look at that one, improves his time by 0.2 of a second. That's going to take some beating. That is going to take something else to beat. Look at this, look at this. This is beautiful from Alpine. Luke Davis getting the slipstream. That is good work from the Alpine crew. I do respect that. Luke Davis running on the limits. This could be a good one if he can nail the rest of this lap. Legend knows Aaron's not on the lap, swipes away. Luke Davis, he's down on his time. Maybe will Alpine possibly do the role reversal, and will Luke give Aaron a tow for his next lap?
I don't think so. I think Aaron will want to get back into the pits and get a brand new set of tyres for his last
but
run.
that's what I mean. Will on the next run, will they do this? Although I don't think Luke will be able to, unless this is Luke's final run of the session and he's just going to stay out on track, coast around a bit, save the tyres. He's up at his time, but he's not up by enough. Needs a big last sector here. He was quick on his second lap. It wasn't bad, just some track evolution playing into play. He's only 9/10 off pole, which is not too bad. But here he comes around the final corner. Luke Davis manages to improve by 0.2 of a second, but it's not enough for a positional improvement. You're correct. Aaron McFall has dived into the pits. All drivers on outlaps. Lewis McWilliam on his main fast lap, 0.2 of a second up.
You see, this rivalry has been rekindled, but not his teammates. They're in different
So it
teams
is an actual rivalry this time. They will be wanting to beat each other and not work together to, well, steer clear of the Constructors' Championship.
Well, he's up by enough now, I think.
He is up by enough. It's a great middle sector. It's a great entry into the Forest Sol. But can he just get enough time, get the traction down? This qualifying lap is never over till it's over. We've seen Valtteri Bottas have an incident. Lewis McWilliam will not. Lewis McWilliam will take pole, 14-0. That is a fantastic run. That will take some beating, but Legend will have another run in his tank. Lewis, I don't think he will. Jack Redmond is having an attempt now. He said himself that he can do a 14-3. That would put him right up there. That would put him into third spot. That would slot him in front of Tyler Davison. And it looks like maybe his teammate Bill Nowick gave him a bit of tow on the main straight.
It just hasn't done that much. He's down on his time by just under half a tenth. He needs to find the time in this middle sector.
He needs to fully send it. This is his rally skills coming into the core. Felix Schumacher has put himself on the front row. Really nice from the German. Really nice from Jack Redmond through the middle sector. That was excellent. This could be a good run. He's up by 0.4. He has nailed the middle sector. The Forest Sol needs to be precise. It needs to be perfect. It needs to give this Mexican fan something to cheer about. If there's any Americans, they'll certainly be cheering for the Haas cars as well. Rounds the final corner. Can he just nail the throttle? Was struggling here earlier today to the line. It's third spot. That is an excellent lap. Legend needs to deliver. The pressure's on him. Tyler's been put off from third to fifth just during the first 2 sectors of his outlap, so he really needs to nail it. Yuri Wessels is down on his time. He'll get another bite of the cherry. Borbune has crossed the line and has improved, but it won't be enough for a positional improvement. Don't forget Juan Hernandez has to come in here.
Yeah, where will he go?
Juan Hernandez has to get a proper lap in. Here's the final corner, and we'll start his flying lap. Kyle Albert also going to get a lap in as well. He'll jump himself up the order a little bit. Has pace, does Kyle. Just remember, even Aaron McFall, I know for a personal fact he can improve on his lap time. He is on his lap time now, and Luke Davis is only coming out of the pit lane, meaning they have not given each other slipstream. Aaron McFall is just fully sending it himself. Luke Davis, I don't think he'll get another lap. No, there's only 18 seconds left in qualifying. He won't get another lap in. Aaron McFall, however, definitely this will be his last run. Legend Rosenberg has started his final run. Lewis McWilliam in the pit lane. Felix Schumacher also in the pit lane, I presume. Yes, he is. They're both finished. Aaron McFall pushing through the middle sector, through the fast right, through the fast left. Just needs to hope the car sticks. The car has stuck. The Alpine is sticking to the ground, and he's up by 0.3 of a second. This would put him in between Legend and Tyler as it stands.
Legend's improving, though.
Legend is up on his time. Juan Hernandez just behind the Alpine here. So we'll see where he can go. Rounds the final corner. Aaron McFall will shoot himself up the left hand. He will go to 4th spot. Excellent lap. Juan Hernandez will go. No, he's not gone anywhere. Legend Rosenberg has cleared pole. 13.7. Great lap from Legend Rosenberg. Tyler Davison's rounding the final corner now, exiting the Forest Sol. Where can he go? Yuri Wessels has managed to get a lap in and got 6th. Tyler won't improve. He has improved, but no positional improvement. Jake Marsh invalidates. Oh, he only good enough for 14th. Yara Ghost has popped himself up to 12th in a dying seconds run. Kyle Albert into the Forest Sol. He is slow. He will start from 19th. Legend Rosenberg has taken pole in the dying.
Invalidation.
I don't know. I don't really.
That's actually strange. A desync?
I don't know.
No.
I really don't know.
The game robbed him potentially of qualifying. Let me see if the race director.
We'll find out, but it was Legend Rosenberg on pole, followed by Lewis McWilliam in 2nd. Felix Schumacher will start 3rd. Felix honestly has the best run down to turn 1. Jack Redmond will start 4th. Aaron McFall 5th. Yuri Wessel 6th. Tyler Davison 7th. Brady Pollock 8th. Kieran Spears 9th. Kip Fichero will start in 10th. Luke Davis 11th. Liam Huisman in 12th. Bill Noack 13th. Jake Marsh 14th. Kyle Allen 15th. Borbune 16th. Kyle Albert in 17th. Enzo King 18th. Juan Hernandez in 19th, although that one will be reviewed, and Adrian Teich in 20th. I don't know about Juan, because he's not even as if he's got no time, it's just blank. I don't know if he's desynced, or did you find anything?
It said all the laps were invalid, so maybe that's it. Just say.
It could be. It definitely could be. But brilliant predictions. I think it might be a little bit more obvious than first we would have thought. But who will win the Mexican Grand Prix?
Well, probably whoever gets the maybe a little bit of luck with safety car and attempt to strategy. But it could be anyone from maybe the top 5, 6, 7. As you saw, Tyler, who was 3rd earlier on, ended up dropping down to 7th, as he just couldn't quite find the same time as the others did.
Yeah, Track Evolution was a big one, but Tyler still has good pace here. He did win FERA on track, however, Preston Brennan took that one in the end, the FERA king himself. P3 doesn't make a difference, says Ramazan. I think you'll find it does, as P3 gets a slipstream into turn number 1. We've seen Max Verstappen start P3 in the real life F1, and he ended up winning that race by a comfortable margin. We will see. Strategy. It is a 2-stopper, we believe. I think a soft medium could be done, but I imagine we'll get some sort of a safety. Look at that tyre warming from Jack Redmond. He's practicing for Rally Sweden, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that. It's like Michael Schumacher in Belgium.
Snow there. There's just some odd looking snow.
This is some odd looking snow. Look at this. How is he keeping this in a straight line? Oh, never mind. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Well done, Jack. His tyres will be warm, that's for sure. But yeah, the strategy, the bottom 10, Luke Davis starts on the mediums, Yara Ghost on softs, Bill Nowick, Jake Marsh and Kai Glenn on the mediums, softs for Bor Bune, softs for Kyle Albert, softs for Enzo King, mediums for Juan Hernandez, and it will be mediums for Adrian Teisch. And just before we do start the race, just like to mention Adrian Teisch, he wasn't here last week, he's running his blue and yellow helmet this week. He has some Ukrainian heritage in him, so he is running to support that. We give him his full support as well, of course. So it is a good moment for him. Let's hope he can have a good race. But yes, the main focus now is on these two men. These three men, may I say. Felix Schumacher, Lewis McWilliam and Legend Rosenberg. Schumacher starting at the front of the grid. This could be interesting. This could be very, very interesting. Legend Rosenberg lining up into his grid slots. If you are enjoying the stream so far, make sure to pop a like, pop a subscribe, and check out our Instagram and Twitter at Formula_Virtual_Racing on Instagram and at FUOfficial on Twitter. Lining up on the grid will be Adrian Teisch. He'll start 20th, but he will definitely hope to improve from 20th. Waiting on the lights. Look, but don't stare. The famous phrase. So we get ready to go. Hopefully all loads in cleanly. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We go racing in Mexico. It was a bit of a hold, but we are go. And now the weaving will start down to the main straight. The start from Lewis McWilliam was so much better, but Felix Schumacher's got to try around the outside. The German, look at this, 3 wide into 1. Who is going to be the boldest and the bravest? It will be Schumacher around the outside of Lewis McWilliam. Tyler's completely obliterated turn 1. Something's happened. He is letting them back through. Look at this from Aaron McFall, the Alpine. The chaos through 1 has allowed him. We're 3 wide down the straight. Who breaks latest will get the spot. It will be Aaron McFall trying the outside of Lewis McWilliam. Felix Schumacher getting caught up in it. This is allowing Legend through. Lewis is going to have to cede position to Aaron McFall. Great racing from the Alpine. He's already up to 2nd and hunting down the race leader. Jack Redman has managed to somehow get past Felix Schumacher, but he's ran wide through the S's. Will pick up a warning for that. Jake Marsh has dropped to the back and picked up a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. Something's gone on there. There's a spinner. It's Tyler Davison. It is the Alfa Romeo of Tyler Davison. He's had a horror race start from 7th. That was awful from him. Completely missed turn 1. Whatever went on there, might have got a tap from behind. The 2 AlphaTauris, apologies, running well. Liam Huisserman trying the inside of Kieran Spears. He's going for his 3rd position so far in the race. He's got his 3rd position so far in the race. Excellent racing, and Legend Rosenberg has already pulled a 1.3 second gap on Aaron McFall.
Tyler into the pits, so Bill Nowick and Jake. Looks like they were the ones caught up.
Yep, there's Bill Nowick, Jake and Tyler Davison into the pits, so something has happened there. I think Clive Lennon might have been involved in it in some way, shape or form. These two guys need to work together to catch that Aston Martin. Let him soar away into the distance. You will not win the race. That's how Grand Prix racing works, Evan. Well done. But yeah, really the slipstream and DRS will play a big part here. Legend not having any will be really beneficial of Lewis McWilliam. But if Lewis and Aaron fancy working together, they need to start slingshotting off each other. Will they do that? You'll never know.
Does Legend even need to do? I think he just wants to wrap up the championship soon.
I think he does.
After this will be only 3 rounds left. At the moment,
Juan Hernandez is up 4 to 15 now.
Adrian Teisch had a brush through the wall.
Ooh, Adrian having a little bit of a brush there.
That's not visible anyway.
Yes, the man currently fighting for the championship, Juan Hernandez, is 15th. He's up 4 on the race start, but needs to get working a little bit more. His teammate Enzo King is charging fast. He's looking for a move on Luke Davis, who is down, not where he'd usually be, is the Briton. Lewis McWilliam is not going for Aaron McFall, and honestly, that could be a big it could be a big fault, because Legend is pulling away here. Lewis just comfortable, settling in, bedding in the tyres, controlling the battery. That's what he's doing here. Felix Schumacher, we thought he would have had a much better race start. Was up right with them, but got involved and is behind Yuri Wessels now. Jack Redmond.
Looks like Juan's got another place.
Juan Hernandez past Porpune into 14th. Next target is Luke Davis. His teammate just passed Luke Davis.
Will Enzo try pull away a nice today's Luke with DRS?
Well, I think Enzo will definitely be pulling away to try and catch Kieran Spears. I think both the Mercedes will be working to charge up the field today, not really working as a team, but working as individuals to charge up. If they need to work as a team, I'm sure they will. Mercedes, great team unity there. Juan Hernandez. Juan will definitely get past Luke Davis on the main straight. DRS is active, and Enzo King has soared away. He's catching Kieran Spears now. We'll really see how DRS comes into play, as there goes Lewis McWilliam past Aaron McFall. The gap is now 2.4 seconds, but Lewis and Aaron will be slingshotting off each other most likely to gain back those positions. They'll want to pull away from Jack Redmond as well. It's already back to 2 seconds. Aaron's picked up an early 3 seconds. That could prove very costly. Biggest mover, lap 1 was biggest mover of the first 4 laps. Apologies, was Kyle Albert. Look at Felix Schumacher. He's trying the long way around the outside. Probably not the most beneficial way, but it's not worked. Oh, it has worked. He's gone down the inside. Excellent move from the German. Back up to 5th and hunting down Jack Redmond. Fastest lap of the day so far. Yuri not giving up. The Dutchman, known for a bit of a scrap around Mexico, of course, talking about Max Verstappen. Yuri Wessels has managed to hold his position somehow, but Felix Schumacher's got him here. Yeah, he's got him here. He won't have DRS on the main straight though. Yuri knows that. He licks 1.6 behind Jack Redmond in front. Gap up the front, 2.4. Legend working well, working the tyres well, working the temperatures, and making sure he will still be extending this gap. Aaron McFall, arguably a perfect gap behind, but he won't get the slingshots, and neither will Lewis, because he's not close enough to go for a move here. Lewis has good pace though. Lewis has very good pace. I believe Lewis might be running more straight line speed, as he's just gained 2 tenths on Legend. Green ERS usage, but just focusing on the battle here. Look at this, we're on board with Brady. Look at Felix. Oh, he's pushed Yuri off the circuit. Yuri has gone off the circuit and could have cut across the grass. Thankfully not picking up a penalty. That would have been unfair, but he may lose a spot here to give Pichero, the AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri's running well. Look at this from Liam Huisman though. Liam Huisman around the outside of Gift. Liam looking solid today, but he won't be able to get the move. Kyle Albert gonna try and capitalise on this one. A really big battle here, which it goes from P10 up as far as P7 now. Goes up as far as P5 almost. This train, Felix Schumacher and Yuri Wessels causing the battle to drop to here. Lewis has gained 2 tenths on our race leader, Legend Rosenberg, and that is not going up. Lewis clearly has good pace. Liam Huisman picks up a penalty. The 2 Mercedes have both cleared Luke Davis and are now pushing. If they can get on the back of this train, Enzo King almost here, this will be really beneficial for their race from a strategical point of view. They could try another cut, jump a load of cars. We'll wait and see. Here we go though, Felix managing to get Brady Pollock out of DRS. That's crucial, because now Felix isn't the firing car, it is Brady Pollock. Yuri Wessels definitely got to go. Here's a beautiful camera angle, watch them fire past. Here comes Yuri, he's gonna go outside or inside. He goes to the inside, does the Dutchman on South African born Brady Pollock. Brady tries to hold it around the outside. He's tried, it won't be successful, and that will be Chloe Glennon into the pit wall.
Oh god.
Look at this, AlphaTauri's battling. That's Gift Pichero past Brady Pollock. Brady will just slide in behind the Ugandan born Gift Pichero.
AlphaTauri's not doing too bad here.
Doing solid, 7th and 8th, great result for them. Double points is just a good result in any way, shape or form in an equal league. Of course, all cars are somewhat equal. They may feel a bit different, but straight line speed and statistics is
Brady
fairly
now
equal.
3 seconds.
Yeah, Brady is really struggling here. Really struggling. He's lost 2 spots. One, I don't think he battled, but the other he certainly did, and that cost him a little bit. He'll be under fire from Liam Huisman. Although Yuri won't get DRS from Felix either, meaning he could be under fire, and we may see Gift Pichero take another spot.
Not
The gap
bad
is
for,
not really extending for Legend anymore. Lewis and Legend both with solid pace. Aaron McFall keeping with them.
Yeah, just wonder now if one of them, or maybe let's
Oh,
say
yellow
Lewis,
flag,
like,
it's Jake Marsh. Yellow flag, Jake Marsh into the wall. Not out, he's gone in sector 3. Gift Pachero's gone to the inside, but Yuri Wessels breaks the latest of the two, and that will make him defend that spot.
You have a second chance of this.
He will have a second bite of the cherry down into sector 2. Is he going to go for the switchback? Sometimes the outside can be easier. He's going to go for the inside. Will he break latest on this occasion? He will break latest on this occasion, but the McLaren of Yuri Wessels will hold it around the outside, and that may be... Oh, Junior! Oh no, Yuri now gone. They've just tagged, and it's cost to both of them, Brady Pollock and Liam Huisman. Oh, the McLarens are making contact to Kyle Albert and Yuri Wessels. Yuri's had a horror lap. Enzo King. This has allowed him to involve himself.
He's actually... So he's near Enzo, and now it's just dropped.
In fairness, Enzo is on the softs, Juan is on the mediums.
I know, but at this point, do we start to converge in terms of pace?
They will, but Juan is the first of the medium runners, so I think we will just see his pace just be a little bit slower. He's going to start catching now, though, because this train is involving in a battle of the ages. It is the AlphaTauri of Gift Pachero who is leading it, currently living in America, so he'll have the family watching. As he heads down the main straight to start lap number 8. We just cut to the front because here comes Aaron McFall. Is he going to try and move on Lewis McWilliam? No, he is not, and they are losing time to Legend, meaning they'll have to go for this on a strategical front. The AlphaTauris swap. Brady Pollock leads the train, although Gift goes around the outside. These two are battling here. There is no team orders from AlphaTauri, and it's what we love to see. He sends Gift off the track a little bit. This allows Liam Huisman to... Oh no, Brady's round. Brady's round. And the AlphaTauris have made contact, and it's lost them both positions. Gift is not going to be able to defend that one there. Liam Huisman has that comfortably. Look at Enzo King involving himself. He's past Yuri Wessels. He's trying to get past the other McLaren of Kyle Albert. He's gone down the inside. These two, you could say they're the grandpas of the league. The two oldest drivers, Fernando Alonso, Kimi Raikkonen, who? Kyle Albert and Enzo King, having a great scrap of things here. Juan Hernandez is really closing in on this train now. This is really beneficial for his race.
We'll put him knocking on the door for points anyway.
It will. He needs points. He needs to take points off Legend, ideally.
Legend's now start to extend that gap again.
He has. Yellow flag. It is the Williams out of the race. That is Glennon out. We have a safety car.
Wait,
there is the Williams. There is the Williams. The leaders have all passed the pit lane. Yara Ghost, Liam Huisman, the first of the pits. Kyle Albert stays out. I like your confidence, Kyle. He stays out. He's going to try a one-stop, I presume. Gift in. Juan Hernandez stays out. He'll gain some spots on this. Yuri Wessels into the pit lane. Oh, Kyle couldn't do it because of a double stack, probably. Borbune into the pit lane. Brady Pollock into the pit lane. Luke Davis into the pit lane. That
safety car isn't in the best of spots here.
The safety car, however, Legend has not been caught up by it, so he should stay ahead. The safety car really isn't in the best of spots. Of course, it's following the racing line, but Juan, as much as it is a safety car, needs to push here, because if all these front runners pit, he will find himself in the lead of the race. There was your tyre choices. Only one going for the hards is Gift Pachero. Almost everyone else on the mediums. Luke Davis and Adrian, both on the softs. But Juan,
if Gift Pachero can get the hard tyres working, then this might not be a bad call.
He will definitely be able to go to the end, but he needs to get them working.
And on the safety car, he can get them up to temperature, which would be step 1.
If Juan Hernandez can get in front, I presume if Legend pits, Legend is into the pit lane, Juan needs to get in front of this group. If he comes out, oh, Lewis very late in the brakes, into the pit lane, that is everybody into the pit lane. Kyle Albert, I presume, will pit here. Juan Hernandez needs to push. He needs to get ahead of this group to save his race. No, he's into the pit lane. No. He's into the pit lane. He's opted for a cheeky strategy here. He's into the pit lane. Because he couldn't pit because Enzo wanted to pit. He's going to go...
He's going for softs.
He's going for softs. So, unless he's going to do a soft medium or a soft to the end. He could do both, really, realistically.
He'll do soft with the safety car laps.
Just here comes this train. Where is he going to come out? He's going to come out behind it, and that's going to be a killer for his race. Can he get ahead of Yuri Wessels? No. He will get ahead of Borbune, though.
Still, 12th and...
12th and on the better tyre is good for him. Lewis and Aaron, apologies, have also gone for the soft tyres. So they'll have to go on a medium at some point.
Yeah, and FPRE yesterday, Preston Brennan pitted around lap 25 when a virtual safety car came out, and he was able to chase down the pack very, very quickly.
He really was. He had a lot of pace.
So this might not be a bad strategy at all if they're able to even do this with the medium tyre, because presumably they'll just have to pit and the softs will eventually, or well, the medium, what it'll be is so you have Lewis on the softs. He can attack Legend, and if he can get a gap, then he'll be pit. He'll have fresher mediums for the time and have a gap when they come back out, and then he can just try to defend.
I can't lie, I love this, because this is two completely different strategies, and this is going to be a mind boggle for me and you. We'll be able to describe it, but Lewis and Aaron need to be 1-2 in this race by the end of this lap. Apologies, not of this lap, the end of the first safety car lap. Because then they can pull away without the DRS being activated. If DRS activates, Legend can stick with them. And that is what they do not want to happen, because they are using their fastest tyre now. Legend will use it later. These guys, I think, are just hoping for a safety car where everyone gets to pit again, because that one came out arguably at the ideal time. It helped Lewis a lot, it really did. Unfortunately, we did lose Loic Lennon, but it brought a big strategy front into this race. If Gip Pachero and Bill Nowick can get those hard tyres working, they'll also be in a very good spot, because they don't have to pit again, but they need to get them working, and need to get them working quickly. But as we were saying, very, very interesting strategies ahead.
Well, I'm presuming that everyone who is not on the hard tyre will have to pit again at some point.
Yes,
So,
and
in
especially
theory,
Lewis and Aaron, because they have to use the other compound.
in theory, you would have, like, in theory, Junior could technically lead the Grand Prix at some point.
Technically.
Technically, if, but obviously this is not accounting for whatever battling, overtaking, and possible crashes and spins that may occur that force a change in strategy. But here's the chance: if you can just get the hard tyres to do their work, as I believe it'll be mediums ahead and behind, so it won't be like softs where he just gets followed up immediately. But the restart will be crucial here, as you see a lot of weaving or just turning, trying to get the tyres warm.
Yep. Tyres are very difficult to heat up. We're at such high altitude that they are difficult to heat up. Safety car on this lap. Legend Rosenberg the leader. Lewis going to challenge into one. The Aston Martin knows every trick in the book at this point as we go racing in Mexico. Lewis has nailed the restart. He knows his former teammate inside out at this point. Look at the weaving from Legend Rosenberg. Lewis has got the slingshot on board with the Williams. They're trying to heat some tyres as well as break the slipstream, and the Williams of Lewis McWilliam will find himself in the lead of the race if he could just break later. Legend keeps it to the inside. He's battling this one. This could cost him a front wing if he's not careful. He backs out. Clever choice there from Legend. Was getting a bit too close for him. Aaron McFall will have a go now. Inside or outside, make your choice, says Legend. He's almost pushing him on the grass. Defensive moves at its finest. Legend breaks too late. And Felix Schumacher's past Jack Redmond as well. But that's big for him, because now they're right on the back of this train as well. They have every equal opportunity. Brady Pollock down to 14th. Luke Davis getting a move on the back there, but this is a great scrap. Lewis McWilliam in the lead. Needs to pull this gap. Fast. He has the pace to do it.
Past Mercedes.
That could be tactical. Juan Hernandez right at the back of Yuri Wessels. This battle is just as important as the race lead is, because Juan Hernandez needs to get up with these front runners if he wants to keep this title charge going. It's a late title charge. It's still a title charge. He still has every right to be in it, but he needs a result here after the non-point scoring finish last week in Spain. Lewis McWilliam's already pulled a second. He looks absolutely solid here. The soft tyres working perfectly. Aaron McFall, it's his turn now to go for a move. No, Lewis Lewis McWilliam to distract him. No Felix Schumacher to distract him for the minute. It's now or never for the young Irishman. Inside or outside? He's gone for the inside, which is the clever one here. Breaks later. Legend Rosenberg, no defence, unfortunately for him. He will have to stick behind and hope Aaron makes a mistake. But Legend Rosenberg still in with this race. Juan also making the move. Kieran Spears going to try and attack Yves Pachero. If these two start scrapping and hold up Juan, that's not good for him. Kieran Spears moves out of the way really late, and that's muddled up his braking a little bit because he was moving while braking, which isn't easy if you're no ABS user. Unsure at his assists, but I don't believe he runs it.
Just a point here. You don't, on the third lap when DRS isn't here, but you don't actually get the DRS for the main straight and then the second straight. You only get it on the last little zone that won't really do much. So Aaron has a little more time here to pull away.
He does, but the slipstream, of course, is still big. It's Adrian Teich. Adrian Teich around. He's struggled with, and now we have a virtual safety car. If it's upgraded,
no, it won't be.
No, I don't think it will be. But that is Adrian Teich, who has had a spin there, destroyed his wing. He'll get into the pits at least.
I don't think Lewis and I would be too happy now, because obviously if they can't time their restart right, Legend will sneak back into DRS, and obviously with a VSC, DRS gets re-enabled immediately.
Yeah, and Legend Rosenberg is right with them, and Aaron is right with Lewis. I don't know if Lewis and Aaron are working together here, but they need to try and do something to defeat Legend Rosenberg. I'm sure Juan Hernandez will want them to try do something. I'm sure Juan Hernandez will try capitalise on this and get as close to Kieran Spears as he quite possibly can. I think we'll be going green soon. The gap's starting to even out a little bit more. That's what a virtual safety car is meant to do. It's meant to keep the gaps but just neutralise the racing. It doesn't do it at all. It's terrible for that. But if we go green now, Legend will not be in DRS of Aaron McFall. But remember, if they time their restart wrong and go into the red, that'll be a drive-through penalty for them. Lewis clearly pushing the delta. If you're unsure what the delta is, it's basically just the time they have to keep to. You have to keep to a certain lap time and a certain pace. DRS enabled. No drive-through penalties and no DRS for Legend Rosenberg. Aaron McFall's timed it perfectly, and so has Lewis McWilliam. The only man to get DRS in the top 5 is Jack Redmond. And Juan Hernandez. Juan Hernandez has got it. Kieran Spears will be attacking Yves Pachero. Junior's not quite got it. Here he goes. Inside or outside? He's gone for the outside. It's the Aston Martin. Junior braking late. Oh, Kieran Spears has got that one. Junior is seemingly struggling on those hards a little bit, but they'll start to be better at the later stages of the race. It's the way that tyre works. Juan Hernandez does not want to get caught up here. Junior, though, is going for a move on Kieran Spears at the same time. He's gone to the inside. Juan Hernandez has gone around the outside, though. He's not even bothered by Junior going by a move. He's got it done. Excellent racing from the Spaniard. He's as fired up as ever today. Great racing from him. He needs to get past Kieran Spears as soon as possible. Get on the back of Liam Huisman. Then he's Kyle Albert, who will surely help him, as Kyle was a reserve for the Mercedes team. Aaron McFall is gaining on Lewis McWilliam. He's gained 2/10 through the middle sector and will now have some DRS to play with. That's big for him. That is big. Well, anything's big for him, but you know what I mean.
So let's see now. Next up is Kieran, who has a penalty, but you'll need to get past anyway.
That penalty won't let him get near the front runners, no matter what sort of penalty Kieran Spears has. He's weaving. He wants to defend this one. He feels he can. I don't think he can, as it is Juan Hernandez on a set of softs. It is fired up Juan Hernandez as one Mercedes engined car goes past another. He will comfortably take that 8th spot and now charge up to Dutchman Liam Huisman. It's a bit wide though. Here.
Yep, wide, but seems to have worked.
Aaron McFall really gaining on Lewis. I know the DRS will help him do that, but he is really gaining. Yuri Wessels and Kieran Spears going for him. Oh, the Aston's around. Oh no, he's caught it, but he still lost a lot of spots from that, just due to everyone being so close. He's fallen behind Tyler Davison, who's on a set of the mediums. Tyler, of course, was right up there qualifying, had the lap 1 incident, and dropped himself to the back.
Legend's dropped off a bit here.
Legend has, although we did expect him to do that because the front two will be pushing like mad on their set of softs. So it's not anything too unfamiliar, but he hasn't managed to keep with them like they probably feared he would. Jack Redmond could go for a move on Felix Schumacher here for 4th spot. I think 4th spot will be the best either of these can get today, unless something happens to Lewis and Aaron. He's going to soar past the German. Really good stuff from Jack Redmond. Juan Hernandez has got past Liam Huisman. I don't think Liam was going to put too much of a fight up there, these two good friends.
Next.
I don't think Kyle will put up much of a fight for Juan either. So there's probably an argument somewhere that Juan is in a party with Kyle. Kyle running well though. He is running a solid P6, best of the rest, some could argue.
Yeah, he pitted. I think, yeah, he pitted.
I think that will become P7 by the end of the next lap. Beautiful curb shot there. We'll see if anyone takes it. No, Kyle couldn't take it first, as Aaron McFall could really be challenging for the lead almost. These two have drove really well. The two blue cars, just like so many blue cars, but they are only 2.2 ahead of Legend Rosenberg. They need to pull a lot more, really, because Legend would be the one on the softs come the end of the race.
Is it just me who just finds it fitting that it's Lewis McWilliam in the Williams?
Yes, I was saying it earlier that it's Lewis McWilliam in the Williams, and I kind of thought to myself, that sounds cool actually.
But it's Aaron McFall. It's, well, comes in P1. El Plan. Well, it's not really El Plan, but yeah.
Yeah, El Plan in this league for some reason belongs to Mercedes. They're the ones who use the El Plan hashtag. I suppose sometimes for Aaron this season it's been more Alpine, but it's going well from here today, and he's been really well in recent races. Since Monaco, really, he has been absolutely solid and driving fantastically.
I suppose sometimes you just find a rhythm. I mean, just speed, and then it just becomes things become just that bit easier.
Luke Davis trying a move on Giffachero. Not quite close enough yet, but there is a big scrap going on down here between Yuri Wessels, Giffachero, Luke Davis, Tyler Davison, Kieran Spears. Kieran's dropped off a bit now, but Tyler Davison still looking to what is rumoured to get past his next season's teammate. Just a rumour, but it is rumoured. As that I've said 4 times in the last sentence. Tyler Davison fancies a go in the Alpine, maybe, who knows. Lewis McWilliam retakes the race lead into turn number 1. Them two not even scrapping, playing the clever game. Juan Hernandez going to gain another spot here. Kyle lasts a bit longer than I would have thought. Juan Hernandez goes for this. Moses down in the Alfa Romeo has managed to get the spots, and Giffachero and Luke Davis make contact. Juniors had to abort that, and it's all gone wrong from in the last few corners. Tyler Davison's managed to get himself back up into the points and chasing down Yuri Wessels. I don't think he'll have too much of a threat from Luke Davis behind.
Let's see if Juan is past Kyle.
Juan now has a job to do. 4 seconds to Felix Schumacher. Already gained a 10th since me saying that one sentence.
Question is, what tyre?
Yellow flag. It is Liam Huisman. Yellow flag. The Ferrari is out of the race. Oh, Enzo's as well. Enzo's gone as well at the same location. That's 2 gone. We have a safety car. And this plays big into the strategy, because Legend can't bring softs to the end. It will be mediums. There's the 2 stranded cars of Liam Huisman and Enzo King. They've both gone at the same corner, and everyone's into the pit lane. This completely changes the course of the race. Juan in as well. He will get back on the pack. Yuri Wessels might have to stay out. No, he's going to just risk the double stack. Juan's got 5 for speeding in the pit lane. Oh no, he won't get that removed either. He's got 5 for speeding in the pit lane, and that is not going to play well in this race. It's all gone wrong for Mercedes in the last lap. It has all gone wrong. We'll get the tyres up on screen for you now.
The pit limiter on, in which case you might get lucky.
Still, you still have to brake when the pit limiter's on. It doesn't automatically brake for you, as Yuri Wessels has somehow ended up in front of... Oh, because they have to double stack as well. They have to double stack as well. I was going to say, somehow he has ended up in front of Luke Davis, but... Enzo's done the exact same mistake as in quali. Enzo has made the same mistake twice, took that curb and sent the car around. Liam Huisman doing the exact same thing. Tyler Davison's gone from softs to the end.
That's it, but he's probably gambling on another safety car.
He's either gambling on another safety car or just praying they make the end. I don't think 16 laps will be doable, but who knows?
You could push it, Prom. I don't think he's got much to lose.
He doesn't. He's in 8th. He definitely can try it. He's got absolutely nothing to lose. But this actually helps Lewis and Aaron, because now they're in a straight fight with Legend. Whereas the way it was going, if we didn't get a safety car, Legend would be going for the softs and them two would be on the mediums.
Yeah. So they neutralise things in terms of tyres, but gives Legend now a chance to just work his way back up to the lead.
This could be an almighty scrap to the end. This really could. Juan Hernandez has a big chance now. He needs to work to get past Felix and Jack and get up with these guys. Because he can definitely do it.
Will be a problem.
It will be.
The thing is, Legend, he has to get past 2. He could get past 1 without much trouble. He could probably wait. But getting past 2 would be a bit of a problem now.
Yeah, I don't know who will be working with who here, but this is going to be exciting. Let us know down below what you think is going to happen here.
I presume Kyle won't be looking to attack Juan too much. Like, if the opportunity arises to overtake, he probably would take it, but it won't be absolutely gunning it. Now, see, Felix, he's got nothing to do with much of this title fight or anything. He'll be wanting to just keep people behind because he just wants to.
He just wants to win. It's a racist mentality.
Here, safety car in this lap, I believe.
Safety car is in this lap. It will be Lewis McWilliam who does the restart. And if any two drivers on this grid know this man, it is definitely Aaron and Legend. Two names you've heard so much in relation to Lewis McWilliam battles. Aaron, unfortunately, hasn't had the same success as Lewis and Legend has in Formula Virtual Racing. But who knows what happens in this fairy tale.
Backing them up big time.
As we go racing in Mexico. It's a good restart, but no restart's good enough to avoid slipstream here down the main straight.
Being caught.
The weaving, the slipstream shenanigans. Look at this from Legend Rosenberg. He's passed the Alpine already. Can he try a lunge on the Williams down into the braking zone? He has tried a lunge on the Williams. He's almost got it all wrong. He's almost ended both races, and it would have been a rare mistake for Legend. Aaron's got it all wrong now. Jack Redmond finds himself on the podium. It's one Irishman for another. Aaron's going to try the outside. Felix Schumacher's going to try get himself involved as well. Aaron McFault's gone the long way. He still senses opportunity in this Grand Prix. Jack's run off the circuit, needs to be careful of a safe rejoin. He's picked up a 3, but may get that removed towards the end of the race. This is great fighting from all here. Lewis McWilliam has 9/10 on Legend already. Lewis needs to charge on and needs to try get Williams' first victory of the season. Kyle Albert is stuck with these guys. Juan Hernandez has fallen 2 places to 8. Yuri Wessels is trying the inside of the Spaniard now. Juan has managed to keep the spot, but they've made contact. Juan in the wall! Juan's in the wall, and that could be championship over. Yuri Wessels has put Juan in the wall. Whatever's gone on there, Juan is now 17th with wing damage. And I think it's all over. I think the championship may be called a day already. There's no coming back from this. It'll be 2 points, non-point scoring finishes in a row. And whatever's gone on there for Juan Hernandez, it's going to be costly in one form or another. because he's now down to 17th and will probably not score points again. Joey Wessel's retired from the session, so he will get 16th at least. We have a yellow flag in Sector 3, that's due to the incident. Whatever has gone on there, it will be crucial. Look at Tyler Davison trying down the inside of Kyle Albert. Not going to get past Kyle Albert that easy. Kyle defending well. Liam Huisman has left the session, although he is out of the race. And it looks like Juan Hernandez really just has no luck this season.
Honestly, it wasn't great at the start of the season, but form was picked up in the middle. And now it's just going to come back at him in the end.
Legend had a bad race in Monaco, but other than that, he has not had any bad luck this season. And you might be thinking, if you're Juan, surely he has to have some bad luck soon. Although, luck doesn't work like that, unfortunately, and it's pile on some, and it's not given to others. And Juan has no luck this season. Whatever happened there, whether it was Yuri's fault or whether it was Juan's fault, it's been costly. And here comes Tyler Davison. He's got to pass Kyle Albert. Tyler, the quickest man on the circuit at the minute because of these soft compound tyres. Juan has picked up a 3-second penalty. He served as 5 in the pits, of course, but that's another 3 to add beside his name. Gap to Bourbion for Juan is 36.6 seconds.
Another safety car might be possible, and the penalty could be removed.
But it really doesn't matter if Legend can keep doing what he's doing, because Legend will still gain points no matter where Juan finishes.
Still, you never know what could happen. You may as well just try and get something from the race. Give it some form of limitation.
Juan needs to bring it to Singapore. That's the only way he can win this title, is bring it to Singapore. Lewis McWilliam has had a bit of a corner cut there, might have picked up a warning. That's Kieran Spears who's picked up a penalty. Yuri has left the session. Luke Davis might pick up a bit here. He's no penalties, and drivers in front of him have penalties. Kyle Albert also no penalties, neither does Felix Schumacher.
Yeah, as it stands, I think it would be Felix jumping up to the podium.
Would be. Felix would love to take a podium. It's his last race here for a while. Of course, he's just racing through the off season for another league, but he does love Mexico, and he'd always love a podium. That's fastest lap of the day for Tyler Davison. He's now in the slipstream of the Red Bull. This battle is definitely on for the race lead. Legend is an X. I know he's lagging. Apologies, thought he disconnected. I was going to say, is that bad luck that we talked about for Legend Rosenberg? But Legend is only 4 tenths behind Lewis. This will be a battle to the end because none of these guys will give up.
See, this will change a few things in terms of the Constructors' Championship, I believe.
Williams will definitely be in with a good shout in their battle for 7th because they're going to pick up possibly a podium here today. The Constructors is almost confirmed for Aston Martin at this point because of Legend and Lewis's early season results. Of course, Lewis driving for Williams now, but he was in Aston Martin at the start of the season, then left for a bit. Juan has picked up another 3-second time penalty. That's just frustration. I think the only sort of success for Juan here is for this Aston Martin to somehow end up in a wall with its tyres gone. Fastest lap of the day for Tyler Davison once again, 16.8. That's faster than some people's qualifying times. What a lap from him. He is pushing like mad.
Pushing, but how much will he have left at the end?
Yeah, he needs to start thinking of the long-term gain. There's still 10 laps to go. Jake Marsh, he was in the wall at the start of the race, now running 11th, doing a really good fight back here. Needs to try and get past Luke Davis, as there goes Tyler Davison past Felix Schumacher, and now he's in the DRS of Jack Redmond and this front running train, meaning now he can start to work a bit. Kyle Albert tries Kieran Spears, who's also on the set of softs. Kyle Albert defending his spot. Kyle is one of the best whoa, that's not a word. Defenders, thank you, Brendan. This is why Brendan's here, just to pick up on my errors. As now Tyler Davison has got past Jack Redmond. You know, I don't mean to jump the button, but there's a shout here. There is a shout for a win, although I think Jack Redmond's made a mistake because Felix... I think Felix got him as well, and that's Adrian into the wall. This could be the safety car Juan needs. It hasn't come out yet. Will it come out when these all pass the pit lane? It hasn't come out, and I don't think it will come out. In-game Michael Massey has not brought out the safety car. Another fastest lap of the day for Tyler Davison. If his tyres can make the end, Tyler actually streams, so we can keep you up on live updates on this. Because Tyler is broadcasting his race, so we will keep you updated on his tyres. He's not checking them at the minute, but we will let you know, because this is fantastic, and this would be a fantastic fight back from bad luck at the start. Jake Marsh and Luke Davis are fighting here. As Jake has run off the circuit, that's been a common one now. Luke Davis is fighting his way back. What's going on here? Oh no, there's a big incident here. Gifachero's gone. Kyle's got a 10-second, and there's the safety car. I seen something happen. Kyle and Junior were going mental, pushing each other wide. I don't know what's gone on there. One hasn't pit. I don't know what's gone on.
Sure he gets round properly in time.
I don't know what's gone on there. Kyle Albert and Junior have had some major incident. I seen in the AlphaTauri flying across the grass.
Now, Kyle, I don't think he's got a front wing.
No, he doesn't currently.
That's probably going to
Tyler's tyres were on 24%, meaning he could have got to the end, but the front runners are in. The front runners are all into the pits.
That gamble has worked perfectly for him.
Is someone going to give a risk? Kieran Spears gives a risk. Kieran Spears will be leading the Mexican Grand Prix.
I don't blame him for going for it.
I don't blame him for going for it. You may as well go for it. Let's see what order they come out in. It'll be the same as they went in. It would
have been double stacked anyway. It was...
Yeah, it was a good call. It was a good call, and now, even if he doesn't win this race, there is an Aston Martin in front of Lewis to back him off into legend.
As I believe McLaren's a kind of... Well, they haven't... Well, they've been involved in a few things today.
Yeah, it hasn't been a simple one for McLaren. I don't know what went on there. I seen the two, and I think I said something, but I just couldn't flick up the screen in time to see. And then all of a sudden, I see an AlphaTauri tobogganing across the grass. And by tobogganing, I mean it was a literal bobsleigh. There was no tyres on it.
Now one's into the pits.
Junior's not happy, so I don't know what's gone on there.
No, because I think Junior has just been, well, said.
Well, I mean, if Uganda have a bobsleigh team, he's definitely in the running for it, because he was rallying a bobsleigh across that grass. Seemingly Kyle took him out. Kieran has said McLaren just took out the AT. So... something's gone on here. Oh, we have a clip. Let's have a look.
See.
Gift pulled into slipstream. They're in the left. Kyle's moved to the left. Kyle's moved to the left. Put Junior in the wall.
Oh,
and
he's done it.
Kyle.
He's tried the whole
big trouble.
Vettel 2016 thing, and he's pulled it off horribly.
I think Kyle could be in big trouble for that.
I think he already got a 10 seconds, so that probably will stay.
We'll have to wait and see what the stewards' verdict is. But yeah, when I say Junior literally went tobogganing across the grass, I wasn't lying. That's not good. That Kyle could be in trouble for that.
The sound of that clip, it feels like an explosion or something.
It was a big impact in fairness. I would like to see the car barrel roll, maybe. That would have been interesting. Look at that synchronized... Look at that waving from Kieran Spears. I understand why Jack was doing it on the formation lap to heat up his tyres, but I wouldn't risk that on lap 29 of the race.
Hopefully we get some synchronized weaving here.
Oh, I do love a bit of synchronized weaving.
A bit like a conga line.
Get a bit of Samba de Janeiro over the weaving. It looks...
Well, we already went to Brazil, so... Yeah,
it'd be great. And come on and do the conga. Is this how bored we are with the safety car? Oh, this is professionalism at its finest.
Years to catch, so yeah.
One will catch this lap. He is on a set of softs, and he should catch this lap because we have to back off through the forest soil anyways. It'll be a late call, but it will be a call, and we should be in this lap. Or will we?
If Juan's got all...
Juan should catch because he needs all the laps he can get to get up to the front. He's not catching. And it's in this lap. So now he has to.
I think he's pulled one. It means he can keep his tires extra warm.
Kevin Spears will lead us away. I believe he's did a restart before. Nothing this high stakes. He's a genuine shot of this one if he can just manage to have the pace, but I don't know. We go racing in Mexico. It's not the best restart, and I believe there was an overtake before the line. I think it was Jack Redman on Felix Schumacher. Well, here we go. Lewis McWilliam gonna go for the race lead. Legend Rosenberg also. The weaving is now happening. This slipstream shenanigans, as we've said. Lewis McWilliam to the inside of Kieran Spears. He's gonna take the lead. No, Kieran defends it quite beautifully, but Lewis pushes. Lewis just pushed Kieran wide, and he's got the move almost done, but Kieran Spears is still there. He's touched the grass and he's trying to race for it. He's not letting his teammate through at all, but Legend may have to force a manoeuvre, and the Astons all caught up in it. This is great racing. Tyler Davison's Tyler Davison's got all caught up in it there. There's cars everywhere. Felix Schumacher's up. Legend has passed his teammate. Them two could soar on. Tyler is down to 7th, but Jack Redman, Jack's let him through. So I think something happened there, but that's good sportsmanship by the Haas, if that is what's gone on. I have to give my fair dues there. That is very good sportsmanship. But this is
Juan's
now
already up to 12th.
Juan is already up to 12th. He's got Bill Nowick and Borbune. But Legend doesn't have Aaron behind him this time. And this is a straight fight for 6 laps between Lewis McWilliam and Legend Rosenberg. No DRS yet, but he does have the tow. It is a very long tow because it's such a long straight, and Lewis McWilliam will find himself losing a lot of time down this one. Aaron McFall to the outside needs to just burn his battery to get past the Aston here. He's going to try brake later. He's broken much later than the Aston Martin. What a move from Aaron McFall. He's such a good and classy overtaker when he wants to be. No, Kieran's around. Into the wall goes Kieran Spears. But goodbye to his race. It's another spot for Juan Hernandez. The Mercedes team boss won't be too disappointed about his fellow engine car to drop positions. But this is a big opportunity for Legend because Aaron doesn't have his DRS. Juan is up to 11, so he could score points and could salvage something out of this horrible day in Mexico for Mercedes.
With the penalties, you have to think about it.
The penalties, yeah, he believes he can get his 5 removed, but he served it, so he can't. Yellow flag, that's Kieran Spears again. The penalties, it is 6 seconds for Juan. Kyle has 20 seconds due to that incident with Gift Fichero, so he is going to lose. He's going to go last, probably. Aaron McFall has set the fastest lap of the race.
Kieran, who's 15. Let's see.
Aaron McFall hopefully will not lose the position to Felix, hopefully for his own race, that is, as he set the fastest lap, but he's lost a lot of time down the straights because he doesn't have DRS. Legend, he didn't have DRS either, apologies, he had a lot of slipstream. Aaron didn't, and Aaron could find himself under pressure from the Mexican master Felix Schumacher. Tyler Davison is back up to 5th, but doesn't seem to have the same pace as he did when he was on the other softs. That's Kieran Spears retiring in the pit lane. We're down to 14 runners in this... 13 runners, apologies, in this Mexican Grand Prix, and Legend will now suddenly be starting for a move. Aaron needs to get a move on and needs to gain 2/10 in this sector to get into Legend's DRS. If he gets into the DRS, he can slowly grind his way back in to that gap, but if he doesn't have DRS, he's gone. It's gone, and it's 1/10 of a second. It needs to be a big stadium section. It hasn't been. He's lost time, and this could be it for Aaron McFall's race winning chances, because he'll have a flying Felix Schumacher behind him. It's 1/10. It's not enough. Aaron now, his focus is 3rd, because he's not going to win this race. He wouldn't win this race anyways. He's a penalty, but
Felix, he always net 3rd in penalties. He's Felix, 3rd on track.
That's a good move from Felix Schumacher. Fairly straightforward, but he's got it done. Legend wasn't close enough on that occasion to go for the race lead, but I don't know if he's going to be trying some tactics like Tyler Davison was and just sit behind. Tyler Davison last week in Spain, that is.
Here, Well, I think Lucan V10 stands to gain a lot of points here.
Jack Redmond trying the outside of Tyler Davison. Now it's not worked. And Tyler will keep this one. Aaron has picked up another 3 seconds. Luke Davis is going to gain a bunch load here. He's going to possibly gain on everybody. Lewis has picked up a 3. That's race gone. Race is gone. Lewis has picked up a 3-second time penalty. Unless he can get a warning removed, that is race gone. Felix has picked up a 3 seconds. Could you check Legend's warnings? Because he could pick up one here as well.
He's 2.
Legend needs to not manage to get a warning if he wants a confirmed race win. If he gets one, we're back to a straight fight. But he's going to be doing everything possible not to pick up one now. That could have been the bottle for Williams.
16 and 18, that was the laps.
Fastest lap of the race for Felix Schumacher. He's invited himself into this battle for the race win as well. We're going right at the death here. We're going right at the death. If Legend...
Yep, 2 track limit warnings. He needs to watch it.
Jack Redmond has got past Tyler Davison. Tyler has no pace on these softs. I think he might have been put on a used set, honestly, because Tyler just has no pace, or maybe picked up a bit of wing damage in that original collision. But look, Felix Schumacher, the Red Bull, has invited himself back into this battle for the race win. Legend, if he doesn't pick up another warning, or if Lewis could get his removed, Legend will win this race. If Legend picks up a warning, well, it's a straight fight and he has to make the move. Tyler Davison and Brady Poland. Brady shoved Tyler off the track and there was a warning in the stewards' notes about that, and Brady has just gone and done it. And now Jake Marsh is pushing Tyler through. He's picked up a 3 seconds. Unfortunately, we can't focus too much on that because we do have this exciting battle for the race win. Would Lewis have picked up one of those warnings for maybe being shoved off? Or was that a genuine 3? We'll have to find out after the race for that, unfortunately. Legend is defending from Felix Schumacher. Juan has picked up another 3 seconds. That brings him to 9. Kyle Albert, Jake Marsh into the pits. That's why he's gained a spot. So something's happened there. Legend Rosenberg, he's not going to go for the move on Lewis McWilliam just yet. He's going to wait till the last lap. And that could be bit dangerous, because here goes Felix Schumacher, and no, he's gonna go round. No, he's somehow caught it. This invites Aaron McFall back through. Oh, Felix, you had the chance there, but he's gone for too early. He'll still attack Aaron and still fancy his chances. It's, who's that around? It's Juan, I believe. It is Juan Hernandez, I believe, who's gone back round, and if his luck wasn't bad already, it's even worse. Look at Felix Schumacher going. This is the battle now. The front two are waiting till the last lap. These two are not, and they've fallen out of DRS. Felix has got the move, but they have fallen out of DRS. Got back in it now, though, I think. Felix has good pace. Legend still hasn't picked up that penalty, though. Lewis, I don't know if he can get it removed. But Legend will still probably have to go for this race win, because there's always that threat that Lewis can get that removed. Final lap of the Mexican Grand Prix. Felix Schumacher, I don't think he can get it removed. I think he's more than 3 warnings, because he's definitely run wide. But here we go, down the main straight for the final time. Here comes Legend. He's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining. Jake is out of the Grand Prix. Legend Rosenberg has taken the lead in the Mexican Grand Prix, and Lewis can do absolutely nothing about it. But he will have a second go, maybe, if he can just be cleaner through here and push. He has the ear rests on, but so will Legend Rosenberg. This will be it, and Legend is soaring away. And that is it. That is curtains. Felix Schumacher could take second off Lewis here as well, if he plays his cards right into the Forest-Sol.
Just save up the ERS and just...
If the ERS on, Felix doesn't. They both have the exact same, actually. Legend has so much more, so he was always going to manage to take this one. Aaron McFall has nothing really in the tank either. Here we go, final sector of the race. Felix Schumacher's pushing. I don't think he's going to be close enough to go for a move into the Forest-Sol, but he will take his second Formula Virtual Racing podium, and that is a great success for him here in Mexico, rounding the Forest-Sol for the final time and exiting the stadium. Fireworks are going, and they will be going for the Dutchman who has almost confirmed this championship. Legend Rosenberg wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Lewis McWilliam second, Felix Schumacher third on the podium. Aaron McFall just misses out. Jack Redmond will come home fifth. Good result for him. Tyler Davison will get fifth on penalties. Kyle Albert will not get anywhere on penalties. Luke Davis will get fifth on penalties. What a result for him. Juan Hernandez will sneak points. Juan will get points. No, oh no, he's got the 10th. Borbune's got a 9th. That's 2 more points for Perfume's championship.
Don't think Juan's happy with Luke though, so, you know,
Ooh.
Luke might have to haul himself back down.
There it is, your race results, and I think there may be a report coming in for Legend Rosenberg from Lewis McWilliam. This one isn't over yet. This one is not over yet, but your provisional race results are Legend Rosenberg, who takes the race win ahead of Lewis McWilliam and Felix Schumacher. Aaron McFall finishes in 4th, Luke Davis in 5th, Tyler Davison in 6th, Jack Redmond in 7th, Brady Pollock in 8th, Bobby Wood in 9th, and Juan Hernandez in 10th. Bill Nowick in 11th, Kyle Albert 12th. Aaron non-finishers were Jake Marsh, Kieran Spears, Keith Ficero, Adrian Tice, Yuri Wessels, Enzo King, Liam Weisman, and Chloe Glenham. Legend, what he could be done for here is excessive weaving. Of course, there was a rule imposed about that.
It did look a little more than I thought was allowed.
And Brendan, who wins the Formula 1 Safety Award?
I would have given it to Luke, but there's a possibility of reporting him. I'm supposed to give it to... I know Jack got penalties and that, but... Well, Legend, technically, but he's got weaving, so I'll give it to Jack this week.
Well done, Jack Raymond. That's got to be your first one, Jack, for sure. But, any final words?
Let's say last week we didn't have much safety cars, but they came back because obviously different, just more of a track that promotes the racing. So I'd say we still have some good rounds. This next week, I believe, is up Saudi Arabia.
It is. Oh, is it Saudi Arabia? Well,
I believe so, because then after that it'll be Britain and then Singapore.
Oh, Britain and Singapore. Oh, they'll be 2 good races, and so will Saudi Arabia. First time FEO travels to Saudi Arabia. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you stick around. No race next week. Saudi Arabia will be the week after, folks. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll catch you next time.